What's going on, guys? I am disgusted, man. I am just absolutely disgusted with the amount of people that are making excuses for illegals being here, and then they turn around and they make the blatant statement that, well, you guys don't care about Americans doing these things. Why do you care about illegals doing it? You don't care about white men doing these things. Why do you care about illegals doing it? Let us worry about that. Let us worry about the people that are here that are doing things they're not supposed to do, that are committing rape and murder and pedophilia and these things, that are selling child pornography and stuff like. Let us worry about them. But when you have an outside entity that doesn't belong here, that's not documented here, that can give multiple different aliases and get away with stuff for a while, some of these people 7, 8 felonies before they're picked up. Now recently, there was another fucking incident out in California, and it seems Gavin Newsom has got his head so far up his ass that he doesn't know right from wrong, or he just doesn't care, one or the other. And the majority of California is actually fed up and tired of this guy. They're giving illegals CDLs there. The 21-year-old recently, another Indian man that took the life of multiple people in a big rig accident, plowed right into the back of several cars, killing like 3 or 4 people. I'll show you real quick.
Exclusive dash cam video that is now the subject of several law enforcement investigations shows the moment a red semi-truck plowed into a number of vehicles on the westbound 10 freeway in Ontario just after 1 p.m. yesterday.
We begin with breaking news at 11. This exclusive video just in. It's dash cam video shared with Eyewitness News, and it's from the red semi-truck that plowed into a number of vehicles on the westbound 10 freeway in Ontario just after 1 p.m. today. It is now the subject of several law enforcement investigations. This fiery collision killing 3 people and involving a total of 8 vehicles. Tonight, the CHP telling the LA Times the driver of this big rig is a 21-year-old man who is now under arrest on suspicion of driving under the influence of drugs. A total of 4 semis were involved and also 4 passenger vehicles, one of them, as you saw, exploding in flames. In addition to the 3 people killed in this mass casualty incident, at least 4 other people were taken to local hospitals for treatment.
That's 4 semi-trucks and 4 passenger cars. This guy was under the influence, driving reckless on the road at a high rate of speed, crashed into 4 semis and 4 other cars, killed 3 people and put 4 other people in the hospital. Let's see what the White House has to say about this.
Being reported that the semi-truck driver suspected of killing 3 people in a DUI crash is an illegal immigrant who came in under the Biden administration. Do you know if California gave him a commercial driver's license? And then it also appears that California largely has not been cooperating with English proficiency standards. I'm wondering if the administration has any further plans to punish the state.
Yes, I can confirm that California gave this individual a license, and it is something that the Department of Transportation has already looked into. I know Secretary Duffy, who's doing a phenomenal job, has spoken on this many times in the crackdown that the Department of Transportation is taking on these licenses that are wrongfully being issued to people who clearly do not deserve to uphold these positions. As for this case in California, on October 22nd, ICE lodged an immigration detainer for this individual following his arrest by local authorities in California on charges, as you know, of manslaughter while intoxicated and driving under the influence. He killed 3 people, and he first entered the United States in 2022 through the southern border, and he was released into our country by the previous administration. These tragedies are following a disturbing pattern of these criminal illegal aliens being issued commercial vehicle licenses.
So as you see, another one from California, another one from the previous administration that has come through the southern border. Are we seeing a pattern here yet? People, are you not going to fucking wake up and smell the fucking coffee? At what point in time do you guys say enough is enough? We were wrong. Get the motherfuckers out of here. They don't belong here. I'm sorry. An American life is no less value than somebody from another country that comes here illegally and then chooses poorly to assimilate, not want to live like Americans, learn how Americans live, fly our flag. And instead, they want to come here, act like asshats, continue to practice their religion, shut everybody else out, make everybody else in the neighborhood feel uncomfortable because of who they are, and it's all about them, them. This man is 21 years old, took the life of 3 people, injured 4 others, and he's been here since 2022. That should have been more than enough time to figure out what you were going to start doing with paperwork and start working on it. But instead, that wasn't the case. And the previous administration let this happen. Now, these people come here and they get in trouble over and over and over again, and they get released right back to the streets. But if an American did that, our ass would be in jail somewhere. We can't get away with the same stuff. We don't have the same rules and stuff that they play by. There's an Indian guy in Canada. I don't know if you've seen the video. It went pretty, I wouldn't say viral, but it was pretty popular. It was an Indian guy in Canada, and he said, look, I don't care who these fucking people are that are coming here. Indian or not. I'm a Canadian. I'm legally here. I'm raised here, born here, whatever. These people, my own Indian people, don't belong here that are here illegally. They're giving us a bad name. They are reckless driving. They are killing people on the road. They have no regard for anybody else. They should not be here. And I don't care if I'm the same skin color as them or not. They're ruining the road for the rest of us. They are ruining transportation for the rest of us. And they're making us all look like we all come from the same shit pot. And you know what it all comes down to, what it all boils down to? The people that are watching over this country, the people that are calling the shots and the rules, they're the ones that are causing all this to happen. They're the ones that are letting this happen. There's a huge percent of the Middle Eastern people that come over here, the Indian people and stuff that come over here that get licenses and stuff illegally that cause so many issues on the road. There's so many videos, video upon video upon video of just people that are here illegally or on temporary status or visas that have been giving licenses, they've given them a CDL, and they just drive like complete fucking morons, damaging stuff, damaging property, taking people's lives, and yet we still continue to make exceptions for it. I remember back in the day my uncle telling me stories about how truckers used to be proud of getting from point A to point B, trying to put as many miles under their belt as possible, getting that load, getting that next paycheck, getting that load, getting that next paycheck. And it was all about getting there, getting the job done, not hurting anybody in the process. And it was such an American job that was just so manly, and just driving a big rig and hauling these big loads across. And now we've got these ass fucking clowns all over the place that are doing this stuff. Just go through the city of Chicago and see how many foreigners are in these trucks, these tractor trailers. I was behind one not too long ago. Middle Eastern looking dude. Had a fucking brake chamber hanging off the back of the truck where it had busted away from the truck, and the rod that applies pressure on the slack adjuster that turns the S-cam to apply the brakes was completely busted off, and it was just dangling underneath the truck. Like, how do you not know that? Did you not do your pre-trip inspection? How can you not feel that the truck is braking different? If you're an experienced driver, you've got some time under your belt, you're going to know these things. If you did a pre-trip inspection, you probably would have picked that up. There's so many of these foreigners going down the road that are just driving these trucks in these shit states. And it's a lot of these people that own these companies, these foreigners that actually own these companies, that are putting people at risk as well. It's not just as simple as it's not American companies doing it. For the most part, I'm not saying it's not possible. It is possible, but the majority of these people I see acting like this and being fucking clowns out there are these immigrants from other countries, people that come here and start up these trucking companies, and they try to push as much out of these people as they possibly can. They got to be out on the roads and with drugs and stuff in their system just to stay afloat, and these companies are hiring these fucking ass clowns. It's absolutely disgusting. And then they're lowering standards. Found out in Chicago or in the Illinois area that in other areas too, they don't even know how to read the shit that they're supposed to be taking a test on. So they're giving them booklets that are translated into their language so they can pass the tests. And a lot of situations, they're actually cheating on these tests. They're coming in with like a camera set up on their clothing so they can have the camera facing the test that they're taking, and somebody on the outside is actually feeding them answers via the camera, seeing the questions on the test. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. This is why illegals don't belong here. The amount of videos that have been being posted lately about all the 7-8 felonies, the murder and rape and human trafficking and pedophiles that they've been picking up all around the Chicagoland area and other cities like Chicago, it's just disgusting. And that's what we want here. You guys would rather say, you Democrats out there would rather say yes to illegals being here. Let's help them have status here. Let's help them have a life here on the taxpayers' dime, rather than saying, look, we can't vet everybody out right now. Too many people came here way too fast. We're just going to have to start scooping people up and getting them the fuck out of here so we can actually let them come back in the right way. The previous administration made the wrong call, and this has fucked us in the process. Let's save American lives. Let's save taxpayers' money as much money as possible so we can fix the issues we have, but not focus more on them. And if you have a single fucking Democrat that pops forward that says something about, oh, they need to be considered just the same as Americans, fuck you. You're a piece of shit. And you know better than that. And if you don't belong here, you can go to their country with them. Too many American lives have been taken since the previous administration has allowed these people to come here. Bullshit. But this is absolutely disgusting. I'll try to find the video footage from that the trucker that was going off. That was like, no, I don't want any of these people here with CDLs. They don't belong here. They haven't been trained. They're not naturally from here. They shouldn't have the same jobs as us. They shouldn't have the same rights as us. Just point blank, should not be. Y'all take care. This is serious. Don't accept this stuff, no matter who you are, no matter what political party you follow. Throw that out. This is not okay.